Did you know that more than 2,500 years ago, one man from the Iranian plateau built the largest empire the world had ever seen? An empire so vast, it stretched from the shores of Greece to the banks of the Indus River and ruled with a tolerance that shocked its enemies. That man was Cyrus the Great, and his story is just the beginning of Iran's extraordinary journey. From the towering columns of Persepolis to the bustling streets of modern Tehran, this is a tale of innovation, faith, and an unyielding national identity that has endured against all odds. Let's begin at the very dawn of history. Picture the rugged Iranian plateau around 100,000 years ago. Early humans, including Neanderthals, left tools in the Zagros Mountains. By 9000 BC, farming villages like Chogabonert emerged, some of the oldest in the world. The Elamites rose in the southwest around 2700 BC, building Susa and trading with ancient Sumer. They left behind ziggurats and the first glimpses of a distinct Iranian culture. Then, around 1500 BC, Indo-Iranian tribes arrived, bringing Zoroastrianism, one of humanity's earliest monotheistic faiths, centered on the wise Lord Ahura Mazda, fire temple, and a cosmic battle between good and evil. Fast forward to the Iron Age. In 678 BC, the Medes unified the plateau under kings like Deioces. They allied with Babylon to crush the Assyrian Empire at Nineveh in 612 BC. But it was Cyrus the Great who changed everything. In 550 BC, he overthrew the Medes and founded the Achaemenid Empire, the first true Persian superpower. Cyrus conquered Lydia, Babylon, and Egypt, freeing the Jewish captives and issuing the Cyrus Cylinder, often called the world's first human rights charter. His successors, like Darius the Great, built Persepolis, a breathtaking ceremonial capital with grand halls where tribute from 23 nations poured in. They engineered the royal road, standardized gold coins called darics, and ruled with remarkable tolerance for the time. At its peak, the empire stretched from the Aegean Sea to the Indus Valley. But hubris led to failed invasions of Greece, and in 330 BC, Alexander the Great burned Persepolis and ended Achaemenid rule. After Alexander's death, his Seleucid successors briefly Hellenized the region, but Iranian resistance soon birthed the Parthian Empire in 247 BC. These masterful horse archers, with their famous Parthian shot, humbled Roman legions at Kari in 53 BC. They controlled the Silk Road, blending Persian, Greek, and Eastern influences. Then, in 224 AD, the Sasanian Empire rose under Ardashir I. They revived Persian glory, clashing with Rome and Byzantium in epic wars. Shapur I even captured a Roman emperor, Valerian. In 260 AD, the Sasanians built grand palaces like Taki-Kisra, advanced science at Gundishapur Academy, and made Zoroastrianism the state religion while tolerating others. Their realm was a bridge between East and West, influencing everything from chess to silk production. But internal strife and endless wars weakened them. In 636 AD, everything changed with the Arab-Muslim conquest. At the Battle of Al-Qadisiyah, the Rashidun Caliphate defeated the Sasanians. By 651 AD, the last Sasanian king, Yazdegerd III, was killed, and Persia fell under Islamic rule. Zoroastrianism declined as Islam spread gradually under the Umayyads and then the Abbasids, who moved the capital to Baghdad in 762 AD with heavy Persian influence. Iran became a powerhouse of the Islamic Golden Age. Persian viziers like the Barmakids ran the caliphate. Local dynasties flourished: the Tahirids, Safavids, Samanids, and Buyids. The Shu'ubiyya movement celebrated Persian identity. Poets like Rudaki and later Ferdowsi revived the Persian language with the Shahnameh, an epic of 50,000 verses preserving pre-Islamic legends. Scholars like Avicenna advanced medicine, Al-Khwarizmi invented algebra, and Omar Khayyam pondered the stars. Turkic migrations brought the Seljuks in the 11th century, who built madrasas and expanded into Anatolia. But disaster struck in 1219 when Genghis Khan's Mongols invaded. Cities like Nishapur were razed. Hulagu Khan sacked Baghdad in 1258, ending the Abbasid Caliphate. Yet the Ilkhanids eventually converted to Islam, reviving trade. Timur the Lame's invasions in the late 14th century brought more destruction but also cultural patronage. Through it all, Persian poetry by Hafez and Rumi flourished, and Iran's core identity endured. The 16th century brought a profound transformation. In 1501, Shah Ismail I of the Safavid dynasty seized power from the Turkmen tribes. He declared Twelver Shia Islam the state religion, a revolutionary move that distinguished Iran from its Sunni Ottoman and Mughal neighbors. With his Kizilbash warriors, he unified the country and clashed with the Ottomans at Chaldiran. Later, Shah Abbas the Great, ruling from 1587 to 1629, made Isfahan his magnificent capital. He built the stunning Naqsh-e-Jahan Square, mosques like Sheikh Lotfollah, and alliances with Europe. Safavid Iran became a gunpowder empire, rivaling the Ottomans, boosting silk trade, and creating a distinct Shia Persian identity that defines Iran today. By the 18th century, Safavid weakness invited Afghan invasions. In 1722, Nader Shah Afshar rose as a military genius. He expelled the Afghans, conquered India in 1739, looting the Peacock Throne and Koh-i-Noor Diamond, and briefly restored Persian might. But his assassination in 1747 led to chaos. The Zand dynasty under Karim Khan brought temporary peace from Shiraz. Then the Qajar dynasty took over in 1789. They faced relentless pressure from Russia and Britain. Two Russo-Persian wars in the early 1800s forced Iran to cede the Caucasus. The discovery of oil in 1908 intensified foreign meddling. Constitutional Revolution of 1905 to 1911 briefly created a parliament, but Qajar rule grew corrupt and ineffective. Enter Reza Khan, a Cossack officer. In 1921, he staged a coup. By 1925, he deposed the Qajars and became Reza Shah Pahlavi, founding a new dynasty. He modernized Iran aggressively, building roads, railways, schools, and a national army. He renamed Persia to Iran in 1935, banned the veil in public in 1936, and secularized society. But his authoritarian style sparked resentment. During World War II, Britain and the Soviet Union invaded in 1941, forcing his abdication. His son, Mohammad Reza Shah, took the throne. The young Shah initially ruled under Allied occupation. After the war, Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh nationalized Iran's oil in 1951. A 1953 CIA-backed coup ousted him, restoring the Shah's power. With US support, the Shah launched the White Revolution in the 1960s. Land reform, women's rights, literacy campaigns, and rapid industrialization fueled by oil wealth. Tehran boomed into a modern metropolis, but inequality, repression by the secret police Savak, and clashes with Shia clergy, especially Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, grew. Khomeini was exiled in 1964 for criticizing the regime. By the late 1970s, protests exploded. In January 1979, the Shah fled. Khomeini returned triumphantly in February. The Islamic Revolution overthrew the monarchy. A referendum in April established the Islamic Republic. Khomeini became supreme leader. The US embassy hostage crisis gripped the world for 444 days. Then, in September 1980, Saddam Hussein's Iraq invaded, launching the devastating Iran-Iraq war that lasted 8 years, killing hundreds of thousands and ending in stalemate in 1988. Khomeini died in 1989. Ali Khamenei succeeded him as supreme leader. Presidents like Akbar Hashemi Rafsanjani and Mohammad Khatami navigated reconstruction and tentative reforms. The 2000s brought Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's conservative rule, nuclear tensions, and disputed elections, sparking the Green Movement protests in 2009. Hassan Rouhani's 2013 election led to the 2015 nuclear deal with world powers, easing sanctions temporarily. But US withdrawal in 2018 under President Trump reignited tensions. Today, Iran stands as a regional powerhouse, a theocracy blending Shia Islam with Persian heritage. It boasts ancient roots, a young population, rich literature, and influence across the Middle East. Challenges persist: sanctions, protests like those after Mahsa Amini's death in 2022 over hijab laws, and geopolitical rivalries. Yet Iran's story is one of endurance. From Cyrus the Great's tolerance to the poetry of Hafez, from Safavid faith to Pahlavi ambition and revolutionary zeal, Iranians have shaped world history time and again. As we close, remember, Iran isn't just a place on the map. It's a living civilization that has given the world fire temple, epics, algebra, and an unbreakable spirit. Whether you call it Persia or Iran, its legacy endures. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, like, subscribe.